Imagine walking down a street in your own hometown, your own country, and seeing a foreigner commit a crime, a serious one. But when the police arrive, they can't touch him. They can't arrest him. Why? Because he's not subject to your country's laws. This might sound like a bizarre plot from a sci-fi movie, but for nearly a century, this was the harsh reality in China. This system was called extraterritoriality, and it was a national nightmare. So, what exactly was extraterritoriality? Put simply, it meant that foreigners in China were exempt from Chinese law. If a British citizen committed a crime in Shanghai, he wouldn't be tried in a Chinese court. Instead, he'd be handled by his own country's consular court, under his own country's laws. The same went for Americans, French, Japanese, and citizens of many other nations. On paper, it sounds like a simple legal arrangement. In practice, it was a profound symbol of China's weakness and a source of deep humiliation. How did this all begin? It started in the mid-19th century, after the First Opium War. China, defeated by Britain, was forced to sign the Treaty of Nanjing in 1842. Tucked away in a supplementary treaty the following year was the clause that granted British subjects extraterritorial rights. The reasoning given was that China's legal system was barbaric and incompatible with Western standards. Soon, other Western powers and even Japan demanded and received the same privileges. It created a system where foreigners were literally above the law of the land they lived in. The consequences were devastating. Foreign concessions in cities like Shanghai and Tianjin became states within a state. These areas were policed and governed by foreigners, with Chinese law having no power. This led to countless injustices. Foreigners could act with impunity, knowing they were protected. Criminals exploited these loopholes, turning concessions into havens for illegal activities. There are many recorded cases where foreigners committed assaults, caused fatal accidents, or engaged in rampant smuggling, only to receive a slap on the wrist from their own consular courts, if they faced any justice at all. For the Chinese people, this was a constant, visible reminder of their nation's sovereignty being trampled. It fueled a growing sense of nationalism and a burning desire to modernize and strengthen the country. Chinese diplomats and intellectuals fought for decades to abolish this unequal system. They argued, reformed their own legal codes, and pleaded their case on the international stage, pointing out the hypocrisy of nations that preached equality while upholding such a blatantly unfair system. The long and difficult struggle finally began to bear fruit in the early 20th century. After World War I, some countries started to relinquish their rights. However, it wasn't until World War II that the system truly crumbled. In 1943, needing China as a crucial ally against Japan, both the United States and Great Britain formally signed treaties to end extraterritoriality once and for all. It was a monumental victory, a century in the making. The end of extraterritoriality marked a pivotal moment in modern Chinese history. It was a crucial step towards reclaiming national dignity and full sovereignty. This forgotten chapter serves as a powerful lesson about justice, equality between nations, and the relentless spirit of a people determined to be masters of their own destiny. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.